Okay, so we are starting Venn diagram. As you can see on the screen, we have two sets A and B, and this one rectangular box. It means it consists of everything. It means whatever is happening and whatever is not happening, or whatever is positive, whatever is negative, both. Like you can see, like X is the number of elements that belong to set A only. You have to lay stress on this word only. This is very important. And then Y is the number of elements that belongs to set B only. And Z, of course, number of elements that belong to set A and B both. So it means it is A intersection B. And W, as you can see in the diagram, number of elements that belong to neither A neither B. So if I ask you number of elements in A, you will say X plus Z. Number of elements in B, you will say Y plus Z. And how many are common to both A and B, then you will say Z. So if I ask the total number of elements, that would be X plus Y plus Z plus W. See, although we have one formula that you can see on the screen, like N of A union B equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B, but still we can solve this question without using this formula. See, if you try to solve these type of questions without using this formula, then you can answer a lot of other things. Like if I ask you how many are only A, then which variable represents only A?
X.
X. Yes. So only B, Y. Great. Okay. So now we are moving on to this example. Just don't, this is the diagram which we will be using in case we have three different things like A, B, and C. In this diagram, you can see one important thing. This is A, B, and C all. This portion is common to all. This is common to A and B only, not C. This portion. Like this portion is common to B and C, not A. And this is common to A and C, not B. And W is of course the number of elements that belongs to none of the sets A, B, or C. So there's one tip also, like always start filling values in the Venn diagram from the innermost value. So which is the innermost? This one is the innermost. So when you are making diagram, try to fill it from here, from the innermost part. Then move on to the outer part. Okay, like we are coming to this question. Example number 1, as you can see on the screen, in a college, 200 students are randomly selected. 140 like tea, 120 like coffee, and 80 like both tea and coffee. Then they are asking you 5 questions. Okay, so we have to solve this. They have given you only 2 things. First of all, number of students 200, 140 like tea, 120 like coffee, and 80 like both. So if we try to solve this question with the help of diagram, so I will be making like this. Initially, we are having tea as 140 and coffee as 120 only. At the center, we are having 80. This much information is given in the question. So tea is 140. So 140 minus 80, this would be 60. And coffee is 120. So 120 minus 80, it would be 40. Okay. So if they are asking number of students who like only tea, then answer would be 60. Number of students who like only coffee, that would be 40. Number of students who like neither tea nor coffee, these are these students, 20. Number of students who like only one of the tea or coffee. See, only one means you have to look for only tea and only coffee. Or means plus. So only tea is 60, only coffee 40, 60 plus 40, 100. But if they ask you number of students who like at least one of tea or coffee, at least one means greater than equal to one, means either tea or either coffee or both also. So in fact, that would be total of these three numbers, 60 plus 80 plus 40. So that would be 180. Okay. So I hope all of you are able to understand this. Now we are coming to another diagram in which we have three events. Like as you can see in example number 2, in a survey of 500 students of a college, 49% liked watching football, 53% liked watching hockey, and 62% liked watching basketball, and 27% liked watching football and hockey. This is important. Football and hockey, 27%, basketball and hockey, 29%, and football and basketball, 28%, and 5% liked watching none of these games. Okay, see, if 5% like watching none of these games, it means how many in total like watching the games? Total percentage is 100. 100 minus 5, it would be 95%. So I can say 95% students, they like watching all the games. So if you find 95% of 500, that would be how much? 95% of 500, 475. Okay. Now we will try to solve this question. They have asked 4 to 5 questions. We will try to solve this question with the help of diagram. See, they have asked you 4 questions. See, we are going to use, first of all, see, there is one composite formula that involve 3 events like F for football, H for hockey, and B for basketball. So number of elements of F union H union B, it would be N of F plus N of H plus N of B minus N of F intersection H minus N of H intersection B minus N of B intersection F plus N of F intersection H intersection B. So NF is the number of players, students who like watching football, 49%. NH, percentage of students who like watching hockey, 53%. NB, the percentage of students who like watching basketball. And N of F intersection H, 27%, this is 29%, 28%. All these things, it has been given in the question. And person like watching none. So you can say F union H union B will be 95%. This is one important point. So now if we use this above formula, we have everything here except this, the last one, N of F intersection H intersection B. So if you put the remaining values, you will be able to find this N of F intersection H intersection B, that would be 15%. Now we can make the diagram, okay? If you are able to understand this, now we are moving to the next diagram. See, at the center it is 15%. Now, how many are liking football and hockey? That is 27%. So from 27, if you subtract 15, you will be getting 12. Okay. In the same way, how many are liking hockey and basketball? 29. From 29, you subtract 15, you will get 14. In the same way, as they've given in the question, 28% like football. So 28 minus 15 would be 13. So we are able to figure out these three numbers, 12, 13, 14 and 15. See, we are solving from the innermost. First of all, using the formula, we found this 15%. Then we went on to find out this 12, 13 and 14. Now, what is given in the question, how many are liking football? 59%. This whole is 59%. So if from 59, I should subtract the sum of these three numbers. It is 49, not 59, sorry, 49. So 12 plus 15 plus 13, you're getting 40. So 49 minus 40, it will be 9%. Okay. In the same way, hockey, they have given Hockey has total 53%. So from 50, if we subtract the total of these three, that is 53 minus 41, you're getting 12%. In the same way, the basketball, they have given 62%. From 62, if you subtract the total of these three, 13 plus 15 plus 14, 42, 62 minus 42, we are getting 20. So now we are done with the whole diagram. Now they're asking number of students who like watching all the three games. Then you will say 15% of 500. Now they're asking ratio of number of students who like only football to those who like only hockey. Only football, 9. Only hockey, 12. 9 upon 12. Now they're asking the number of students who like watching only one of the three given games. One of the three given games means only football, only hockey, only basketball. Means 9 plus 12 plus 20. It's coming out to be 41% of 500. Now they were asking the number of students who like watching at least two of the given game. At least two means two games as well as three games. At least two means this one, 13 plus 14 plus 12 plus 3 is 15. You add them, you are getting 54%. Okay. So it means using this diagram, you can solve the question.